Hello, Michelle here from the Woven Co, and I'm going to show you today another one of our sexy stitches, which is called Butterfly Diamonds. And it's called that because we pick up these floats and gather them up into a stitch, which creates a little butterfly, and then the overall effect of that creates a diamond. The pattern is made up of knitting and purling and slipping some stitches and then doing a little gather up. So I'm going to show you what both of those activities look like, and as you can see I'm well into the pattern, and I've left this at a spot where I can show you how the floats work and also how the gather up works. So at this point the pattern is calling for me to slip 5 stitches with my yarn in the back being the knitting that's not facing me. So at this point we move the yarn to the back, and then we slip 5 stitches across without knitting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The yarn travels around them and back into my purl position, creating a float. Now you want to keep that loose, you don't want to pull it tight, it'll pucker your knitting. The pattern then calls for me to knit into the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the way I've written this pattern is that we've been working every second row with a contrast colour to travel it up the side. That's going to come in handy now. So the pattern now calls for me to essentially knit across to the middle of these floats, which is that stitch there. 2, 4, 6, 8 stitches. I'll just see if I can adjust the camera. It's there we go. It is sinking down on itself. Okay, so using my contrast, I'm going to knit across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, how good's my counting? 8. Okay, that gets us to the stitch that's right in the middle of these 3 floats. And the pattern calls for us to take our right needle tip, gather up the 3 floats, 1, 2, 3, and then knit the next stitch, taking our new stitch down back through those floats like that, and then our stitches off the needle, and that's how we get the little gather up. Then we knit along to the center of the next one. I forgot to count. Oh well, we'll do it with eyes. 1, 2, 3, it's that one, so we've got 4 more. 1, 2, 3. It's actually really hard to do this with a camera in your field of vision. Anyway, here we go again. So needle tip up through the 1, 2, 3 floats, into a stitch like normal, make a stitch, travel our new stitch back through, and boop, off the needle. And then we get our little flutterbies. What's cool about this stitch is that it is beautiful and intriguing on what we shall call the front, but I also find it really quite mesmerizing on the back because it wiggles in and out. And that is how we make our butterfly diamonds. Happy knitting!